G'day, it's Pete here, and we're here to watch some vugraphed of the Bermuda Bowl quarterfinal. We're going to watch England versus USA 1. This is segment 5, and we'll just jump in. There's 6 segments, and they're just starting the first board now. I'm going to have Justin Howard joining me shortly, maybe after a couple of hands, but we'll see how we go. So, north-south here can make a slam. They've got lots of tricks available, just unfortunately they have to lose one. And it looks like 6 no trumps is the best spot, with a pretty comfortable hand here. North opened a big balance 2-no, and I think South jumped to 4 spades. Well, no, I don't think they jumped to 4 spades, but they did. And this is a 2-under transfer, or so spades shows diamonds. So single suited diamond slam try. Not totally sure of their methods, just checking, reading some other analysis. But if they play 6 diamonds from north, that can actually go down on a club lead. And West might double or something, but I have no idea what suit that would be asking for. Except for the fact that probably will get a club lead because West has had the opportunity to double both 4 spades and 5 spades and turned them both down. Alright, let's see if they can bid to slam, and 6 no trumps is the place to be. So hopefully they can manage it. So they're definitely getting to slam, that's the good news. I am completely lost as to what 5 spades would actually be. Could be a Q bid, but I doubt that's the methods. 6 diamonds, is that where they stop? And if West doubles, do they still sit there, or does North bid no trumps, or all kinds of things? It's all the questions that can be asked. Anyway, these are both really strong teams. Ooh, they stuck it out in 6 diamonds. So I reckon this will actually probably go down. East Weinstein isn't going to be leading a heart. You don't lead your singleton with a void trump because you're trying to get a rough, because that's going to fail. And East had the opportunity. Well, West could have doubled spades twice, and there's the club lead. And this is all based on not getting a lead directing double. West might have doubled 4 spades, might have doubled 5 spades. But now they are down. I don't think this will be tough defense to find. And good start for USA, who are currently down by 24 imps, so they need a little bit to catch up. 6 diamonds is like a good spot, but 6 no trumps is 100%, so you want to get to 6 no trumps. And it's worth more as well. But tricky board to start with. Not the kind of one that you want to see, because like you can just like, oh no, like it's gonna make like 6, like you know that could be a, yep, and it was a 14 imp swing. They managed to bid 6 no trumps in the other room. Didn't cash their ace and took 6 diamonds, 4 clubs, and 2 spades. Well, can't actually take that many tricks, but oh yeah, they can. It's only 12. I wonder how they got the 13th. Anyway, bad start for England. Pressure's right back on, and it's a 10 imp ball game right now. Alright. What do we have here? It's like a diamond partial east-west. Diamond double. 3 clubs, diamond raise. What can north-south make? They lose a diamond, no clubs, no hearts, 2 spades. So they can make 4 clubs, it seems. Not easy for them to get that, but they might. It's a decent start there. So at the Bermuda Bowl, there's a video of all the matches going on. Mainly thanks to Trian Chira, and every table is vugraphed here, largely due to the cheating scandal, which is now basically making it mandatory for video being everywhere. Okay. East-west looking like they're getting a little bit too high. Well, they can lose 4 tricks. And they have no club stoppers. So I think they're probably going to go down here. Diagnose, they don't actually have a stopper in clubs here. So 3 hearts, yes, I've got hearts. 3 spades, yeah, I've got spades. Both of them are like, okay, we don't have clubs. So they bailed out of this here. And this isn't going to make, because it can go club, club. They can go club and they can push a spade through and then get back in and lead it, cash their spade and push another club through and then get a couple of hearts. So they can probably beat this 2 tricks if they time everything perfectly. They could also go club, club and heart, heart, heart rough. There's a couple of different options that'll all work. So I reckon -2 here. Not a friendly layout with the spades and hearts sitting in the wrong spot. But it's shaping up to be a pretty interesting final here. 2 really good teams battling it out. So I've gone the heart-heart approach. Well, I've at least pushed the heart through. I expect it'll go ace of hearts and a heart rough. Does he know his partner's got a Dalton heart? Maybe not. Yeah, they're getting the heart rough anyway. The other table, 2-no trump by East made. Ooh. Well, this looks like it'll be some imps back to England, so that'll be 6 imps, I think. Yeah, Steve declined the spade finesse because it's of no value to him anymore. He'll just draw trumps and throw 11th spade away on the final heart. Hmm. Okay. So they only beat this one trick because he failed to give the heart ruff, but cashed the other club. They had a low club, so Bakshi couldn't even leave David Gold on lead. So couldn't get the heart ruff, but they pushed the spade through, but that was too late because the hearts are now set up, and they throw their spade away. So this will be plus 50 and plus 120 for 4 imps, I think. Not too awesome on my imp table, but I think that. USA won a poll on being the favourites to win this event on the bridgewinners.com website. They were sort of massive favourites there. It is sort of an American site. Well, it's not like mainly has lots of American people looking at it. So not surprising that USA 1 got a lot of picks. But there's a lot of decent teams all over the place. Oh, no, it is down 2, so the vugraphed operator got something wrong. So 6 imps back. So vugraphed operator error. So 14 to USA 1 and then 6 straight back to Holland. Whew, nice distributional 6-4 here. Looks like 4 hearts is probably on. They can... Yeah, 4 hearts is on. Four spades though. If they get a diamond, club, and 2 spades, because getting spades for 1 lose is very counterintuitive here. Like, you could just duck a spade, but they're not really going to do that. After ace double showing hearts, they're going to play in hearts. West has good support there, so I reckon they're going to rocket their way to 4 hearts soon. That's soon. It didn't take him long to get there. North has a pretty good save here, I think. They only lose 1 club, 2 hearts. So it looks like they're going to sacrifice here. In 5 clubs. 4-no offering a couple of places to play, not being Blackwood or anything like that. 2 heart tricks, 1 club, and you can pick up the diamond because you cash the ace-king. You see the jack drop and them then show out. And you've got the 9-8 and the 7, so you can just finesse the 10 later. So no issues here. I like South's 2 diamond bid. He's got a club fit, but he wants his partner to know that leading diamonds is good and things like that. So good sacrifice found by North-South here, and made really easy on the hand when South bid 2 diamonds. don't think any of the tricks go away anywhere, so shouldn't be too testing. He's mainly worried about the club position, but due to lack of entry, he's probably just going to lead out the king and queen of clubs. So ace could have led a diamond, got in, won the ace of clubs, and given another diamond ruff, and gotten one extra trick there. This spade lead means that they've lost the timing to get the diamond ruff. If he led hearts, it could go heart, heart, diamond to get him with the ace of clubs and diamond ruff. So that's 2 down there, but on this it just looks down 1. No diamond ruff for Bobby. Leading the queen of clubs out here because it's tougher for ace to win the ace. So if ace just won the ace of clubs, he might decide to play west for jack third club or something like that. That's not really going to be the case here because he knows west has so many majors. But he also wants to try and draw trumps as quickly as possible so that there isn't any diamond ruffs. So if he can snake one club through and then play another one, no chance of a diamond ruff. But there is sort of 2 considerations for leading out the queen there. Steve in the tank here. He really wants to win the ace. But I'm not sure, I don't think he needs to. If he does, what's his rush? That's what I'm trying to work out. He knows he can't give his partner a diamond ruff anymore because North won't have 5 diamonds. He doesn't know North has only 1 spade, so if his partner had, there's no real holding. So North has to have short spade, so even if it went spade, spade, they could ruff high or something like that. So no, that's not their issue. So I reckon he'll play low. But after I say that, I know for sure that he's just going to put the ace on it. But I reckon he'll play low. Taking his time. Bobby's sitting there with nothing in clubs, just take it. Doesn't, Bobby wants him to take it at this stage. Because he knows he doesn't have the king of clubs. But not sure that taking it or rushing to take it's going to achieve much. Yeah, but he got it. He even play a spade now, it doesn't matter, but hopped in, let a heart. They'll take their 2 hearts, and then 11 will put a spade on the table. North will ruff with the 10 of clubs, and then put the king of clubs on the table. There's the 10. Nice. He was just ruffing as high as he could afford. So if East only had 1 spade and the same sort of hand with, say, another heart, then if he roughed low, he would have got over roughed, but roughing with that 10 just gave him that little bit of extra security, and that's why they chose to do that. Nice technical play there. I like it. So slight missed opportunity here for Levin Weinstein. They could have got plus 300 on a diamond lead, or you've got a heart lead and switching to a diamond. Far from clear, but it was there. Well, some other commentator just said they missed the opportunity to play for the beer card. If you win the 7 of diamonds at the final trick, your partner's meant to buy you a beer. And all North had to do was unblock only 8 or 9 of diamonds, and then you could manage it. Or both of them, but maybe not their main focus currently. Alright. A few interesting hands to start with. 10, 13, opposite. Where are they going to get to? It looks like probably 4 spades. Getting close to 6 spades. Do they have enough firepower? That is the question. So they've got really well-fitting shortages. The Jack 10 of diamonds drops, so you can throw it 1 club away, rough 2. Yeah, I reckon you can make slam. I don't think they're going to get there, but this is sort of like perfect layout for them. Two hearts, double all pass. Huh. Penalty double. Really? Wasn't picking that. South like, wow, I have like the best clubs I've ever seen. Best hearts I've ever seen. Board 3 was flat, 1 down 1. There you go. So here, South is going to lose at least 2 heart tricks, 2 spades, 2 diamonds, a club. So that's at minimum. So 2, 2, 2, 1 for 7 tricks. 7 losers, 6 tricks. So at the very worst, that's 500. You could time it to go club, club rough, spade over club rough, and then take your other trick. So I think you can get 800. So you can beat the game. At the other room, the same bidding supposedly. So if they get the defense right, they'll get plus 800. South has a very normal 2-heart bid here. They've got really good hearts. If you want a heart lead, the opponents can make slam and you go for 800. Not that they're that likely to bid slam, but it is possible. Ah. The other room chose not to go for the old penalty double for hearts. So they got back in there with spades. So let's see if East-West can bid slam in the other room. Not sure they will. So here, Steve might return the 10 of clubs. If he does return a club, it's going to be suit preference, telling his partner how to get to his hand. The 10 would say, I want the higher ranking suit, and lead a spade for me. He can probably even afford to cash the ace of spades or king of spades, then lead a club. Oh, he led the 4 of clubs, but good news, he's also got an entry in diamonds as well. His partner can lead a low diamond to his queen. Slightly trickier to work that one out. Hopefully his partner doesn't go for a diamond ruff of ace of diamonds diamond to get to his hand. But that still is probably okay, because Levin will get another shot at it. Because when he gets in with his ace of hearts, he can play a spade, and then so he sort of has 2 butts of this to get his second ruff. Some others are wondering, other commentators are wondering what that 4 of clubs is. Asking for a low diamond. So they're all getting a bit fancy here, but it looks like all roads would lead to 800 after they get their club ruff. Levin now switching to the king of spades to make it really clear where the next entry is to his hand. Now comes the 10 of clubs, signalling, yes, I do want a spade. Spade to the ace, another club, and South will ruff high and draw trumps. His only fear being that East has stiff ace of hearts, but that's not really that's not really a chance. Because if East had stiff ace of hearts and it went spade to the ace, club, ruff high, top heart to the ace, another club, they'd get another trump promotion. But West isn't passing 2 hearts with the 10/4 heart, so that's not a fear. So this should wrap up pretty quickly. Whoa, they did bid 6 spades in the other room. And that looks like it'll make on this layout. Very friendly layout, nothing can actually go wrong. Spades break, diamonds come down, everything's pretty amazing. So 800 to 1430, So maybe another 12 imps to England, if assuming they make it. Shows you the power of a short edge opposite like ace fourth or something. It can take a lot of tricks. Bobby in the tank about. He just wants to make sure he can cash all the winners he can. If he played something like, so if Steve had just Queen Doubleton Diamond, he has to cash the Ace of Diamonds and then play a spade over to Steve's hand. Or if South had 3 spades, he wants to play Queen of Spades, spade to the Ace. But again, that gives South some absolute garbage for their bid, which is unlikely. So I reckon he'll just play a low spade. Even if he plays the Queen of Spades, Steve Weinstein might still overtake it and play a club. But the low spade, not putting his partner under any pressure. Club, rough high, Queen of Hearts. All over. Yeah, and they've claimed 800. Okay, it's made some good boards so far. I'm liking it. Alright, what do we have to offer now? Looks more routine, this one. Yeah, just sort of some mundane balanced hand, some part score hand. No games on here. So over 4 boards, we've had a slam swing, we've had a tricky part score, which caused a part score swing, and then 2 doubled contracts. One a really good sacrifice, and then the other one doubling them, going for 800, and they either had to get them at the 2 level or choose to bid a slam. They're their options. Turns out bidding slam today was the way to go. Anyway, pretty routine option to 1 no trump here. Ooh, what would you lead from the east hand? That's an interesting hand. The old 4th highest from longest and strongest. Can't argue with that, but that won't put any pressure on this hand. They'll go up with the ace of clubs and probably fire one back, I reckon. The issue with playing low is you don't have the entries to the north hand, so they want to untangle this club suit here. So they'll just go up with the ace and lead one back just to untangle the suit. Especially if they see the 3, then they'll know for sure what's going on. But probably they might play the 7. Low encourage, high discourage. So discouraging the suit, but I think they'll just fire back at clubs, so there won't be any issue here. And they'll get 1 spade, 1 heart, 1 diamond, and 4 club tricks. Off the top, Weinstein's still got some issues here. So let's see if I can get any over tricks out of that. Actually, will be happy to see West follow because he knows all those clubs are good. But East again still has to find a switch. May try a spade. South doesn't have that many entries. And he ducked the club. Get a signal from his partner. Good choice. That solves that issue. But if he leads a diamond, that's no good. Heart's no good. He has to put a spade back. Club nine is probably good enough as well. But if he leads a diamond, that's another trick going for the defense. Alright, so what does Levin actually encourage here? He does have a 5-card suit, but he doesn't actually want his partner to lead a low diamond if Steve wasn't interested in it. So, by Steve holding up the club to get the discard, clearly has issues of trying to work out what to actually switch to. It looks like West wants to pitch a diamond, but does he encourage? Does he discourage? What do his diamonds mean? 8 of diamonds. Looks like a discouraging diamond to me. Board 4, 12 imps to England. So they're currently leading the set 18-14. There we go. Thought I'd add in the actual tally for you so you could actually see it. Alright, so after Bobby was in the tank, now Steve's turn. Not an easy defense here, but it's just a low-level spot, but you can see that they put lots of thought into all the hands, and it's not just, oh, it's a game contract, I'll give it more thought, or anything like that. I often see people say, like, they took 20 minutes on a pot score hand or something. But it's still like a hand, it's still important. Like, these all add up. You only get certain amounts of chances. Alright, so Bobby will now switch here. Probably to a diamond, but I'm not sure. No, he's continuing. So they can actually win the ace and play another spade here. Does he know the spade layout? So went queen and king, so he knows east has the jack. Yeah, so he just ducked it, that's also good. So at this stage you can win the ace of diamonds, take 2 pitches, heart to the ace, cash his spades, make lots of tricks. So I think he's making 9 tricks. Pretty good score. Not an easy hand to defend either. Heart to the ace, ace of spades, claim. Thanks for coming. Not the best defense, but definitely tricky. After the lead, they were never beating it, but I think they could have got a couple more tricks. When Bobby continued with the Ellis spade, it was no good. He was sort of hoping that North had a singleton spade. Alright. And that was one of the ones I was calling a boring hand. Look how much effort that one took. Another part score sort of hand. North's got a pretty good hand, but South is just absolute garbage here. Just overcalled one no trump. South might Stamen. I know with South Sand Shape, I'd definitely Stamen over a one no trump opening. But when West starts with a heart suit, I'm not sure if they still will. I am going to back that they will, but I really don't know. I'm actually interested in this position. Obviously here you don't hit a fit, but it's not the end of the world playing in two diamonds or two spades. So it looks like David Gold's having a good think and is passing, I think. And it's the other guy, Bobby. He's thinking of coming back in with two diamonds, I guess. I was just looking at the video earlier. It looked like David Gold pulled out a pass hand card. So I think it's Bobby in the tank, but not sure. Yeah, he did pass. Usually with this sort of thing, what you do, well, the vugraphed operator is trying to do, is bid both sides of the screen at the same time, is what they usually do, so that you don't just hear these clicks as the player. Not that I've ever heard any of these clicks, but they usually try and bid southwest together and northeast together at the same time, rather than like click and then wait while it's in the tank in case the players do listen in or anything like that. And they're in one no trump, and East swung a club. It looks like they lead, their 10 leads are kind of interesting. It's one thing I see a fair bit, is it either promises 0 or 2 higher, and that would be my guess of what their leads mean. So the 10 either promises no higher honours or 2, such as Ace, Jack, 10 in this case. Could be a few other holdings, but that's what I'd guess is their agreement. But Bakshi more than happy with that opening lead. Not the dummy who was after though. So you can either tackle spades or sort of fire back clubs, but firing back clubs isn't great. You do set up 3 club tricks and give them 2, so you might get 3 clubs, 2 hearts. All your other options aren't fantastic. Oh wow! On board 5, the previous one, where Bakshi made 1 no, making 9. Actually lost a imp on that board. The Ella score was 1 no, making 10. So definitely a tricky hand right there. So both players had difficulty. Both tables had difficulties defending that one. For only a 1 imp game to USA. King of spades, good switch. So he's going to be able to pick up the spade suit. Still has no entries to the south hand at all. He's got 1, but he can't. That's in the spade suit. West can just hold up here again, and then the dummy is dead. Interesting to see how he handles the diamond suit, or in fact any other suit, because it could go low diamond lead at this stage. Because he's out of entries, I'm curious as to what he'll do. He might just play a spade and force them to open up stuff for them. Still might not be sure that they're 3-3. It looks like we have a Justin arrive. Okay, so the current lead is up to 27 to England. So building a healthy lead, but still lots of bridge to go. I'm sure we're in for a good match. Really curious as to what he's going to do at this stage. 10 of diamonds and is running it. Oh, so he's in some trouble now. He's misguessed diamonds. Like, he didn't have the entries to pick up the diamond suit that way, but if West had the jack of diamonds, it would sort of make it trickier for them to tackle suits. So it did seem fair what they did, but not a success. Yeah, I reckon Bakshi might play another spade here. Yeah, just ruining their communication here. And now Levin will play a heart, but at that stage, looks like Bakshi will just come out the Queen of Diamonds, and someone will have to do something, give some tricks away, because they're out of entries in communication. And we have it, Justin.
Okay.
It's been some interesting boards so far.
Yeah, did you guys watch Forrester's amazing lead last night?
No.
Forrester found an amazingly good lead when he was playing against Maxwell and Rodwell. And Maxwell and Rodwell showed that they had a singleton in the dummy, and they were going to have probably 1 or 2 good stoppers in their own hand. He's on lead with King, Queen, Jack, 5th in the side suit.
Yeah.
And what he did was he found the underlead of this suit. Now the suit divided 3 and 3, but if he leads the King, they can just let him hold the trick.
Yeah.
So when he leads a small one, they're worried about his partner getting on lead, so they jump up with the ace,
Yeah.
which now means when they knock out their partner's minor suit winner, he gets to cash 4 tricks to defeat contract 1.
Nice.
That was a really good, well-earned 10 imps to Robson, sorry, not Forrester. Andy Robson found that great lead. That was in the second match, or second round of this match.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So first board was a slam swing, 6-nose Jim, but Weinstein had to guess which black suit to lead, and he's got 6-6 in both black suits. But luckily, the opponents had bid one of them, so that they had a couple of options for lead directing doubles. And when his partner neglected to lead them, then found the right lead to give the rough.
Sometimes too much science is a bad thing.
Yeah.
I imagine there's a few Australian pairs that would have done quite well in this auction. North probably staying with 2-no trump and South bidding 6 diamonds.
A few Australian pairs.
Ishmael might have testified to one of these. So
This is what you get for science. Take that.
Well, it's certainly true. If you put West on lead, there is no lead to defeat 6 diamonds.
No. Or you could just bid 6-no trumps.
Well, that's the other option, but, you know, life isn't perfect. Okay.
So it looks like they're going to let Dummy have a few more tricks. Oh, no, they're not.
No.
I thought Bakshi might have cashed his Ace of Hearts at some point. If Bakshi had gotten his Ace of Hearts out of the way,
then he would have to let them back into the dummy. But that's the thing. He's not really sure. Does he know about the club break yet?
Ace led the 10 of clubs,
Right.
which ran around to his king.
So he doesn't. Getting rid of the Ace of Hearts could just be an entry that he's worried about.
Yeah.
So to set up his clubs, thinking that West, Bobby Levin, has probably still got a club left.
Plus 90. Okay. Alright.
So what tricks do they have left? Well, the thing is that when he puts in with the heart, he's just playing clubs. To East, which is the great thing about keeping the Ace of Hearts.
Yeah. This looks like another part score here. We've had a few of these in a row now.
Part score hands are always very good for the expert teams, because it's where the most judgment's employed. If you're a very good team playing a weaker team, slam boards are the worst things that you can see, because occasionally they go down on very poor breaks, or your opponents bid them on a hook, or things like that. Whereas part score boards, if you're a good team, you pretty much always win the board. So, but I don't see any beginners at this table, so that won't make much of a difference.
I'm fairly sure this option will be duplicated.
It will probably be. Yeah, with next off Robo playing a 14-16 no trump at the other table. As long as somebody doesn't get any smart ideas with East as a balancing double. You're not far off a balancing double against a 14-16 no trump. Probably only another couple of points would be needed.
Yeah.
Because you think that if your partner's sitting there with a balanced 12 or 13 points, they can't bid. So if you've got a balanced 12 or 13, you could easily be called for a game contract. Now, the problem with the reopening double is, what does partner actually pass it with? And partner would pass it with this, which is about a balanced 7 count. Now, is that good? Is it bad? Well, they start life with 2 spades, 2 clubs, a heart, unless
get fancy.
Unless he gets
heart to the ace, heart to the jack, heart to the king.
Well, the problem is he doesn't have the 10. It's 10 doubleton in the table, so that won't even really work. You'd be playing East to be very, very silly if they have the jack and not leading it back. So they're going to get a heart trick, 2 clubs, 2 spades, and a diamond. Now, can the opponent set anything up before?
Why would East lead back the jack of hearts from Ace Jack X? With the 10.
to pin the 10 in the dummy.
No, but it's 10-3.
Oh, sorry, it's 10-3. Sorry, I forgot they play one. Oh, so yeah, they could easily get this wrong if he leads one back.
I really doubt that ace is going to win the ace, though. But he'll stick in the king. It's not clear to lead a low one back.
With dummy only having 6 points, you know your partner has at least 1 or 2 good cards. So that is the tempting part about leading a small one back. But I think he's probably going to shift a club.
Yeah, put the queen of clubs on the table.
Sort of the big hope that partner has the queen of hearts, and you're in no rush to take the heart tricks. Whereas partner's going to have to find, if you play ace of hearts and a heart, your partner's going to have to find a switch, and whatever card you throw away looks very unappealing from those holdings. Jack to 4, I wouldn't want to throw one away from in case Declarer has 4. Jack X is a very horrible hand to throw away from, so shifting to clubs seems to be the best of all options.
And has found it.
Mm-hmm. Which would probably actually clear up the heart position with for David. If your partner had King Jack X, he might just play a heart back anyway, because the 2 of hearts is attitude, so it's not a 4th highest lead. So he doesn't know that his partner doesn't have ace to 5. If his partner has ace to 5 and he has King Jack Little, that would give Declarer Queen X. So therefore he'd have to lead one back to the ace and then back to the jack to unblock the suit. So therefore, because none of that's happened, I think David's going to pretty sure to put up the queen later in the hand. So we're going to start playing diamonds. And the normal play in diamonds is diamond to the queen and then duck a diamond.
Yeah.
Hoping for the ace doubleton in the west hand.
If you just shoved one of Levin's diamonds over to Steve Weinstein's hand, that would work.
Yep, I can't see any reason to do anything different than that.
You reckon Bobby will play 10 of diamonds, reverse count?
That would be a that would be a very interesting play, and it's one that I've seen quite a lot of players make, but not many at this level.
No. So, people who play all kinds of signals, you want to make sure that you don't do stupid stuff like that and signal with a valuable card, like the 10 of diamonds. Because if he plays the 10 the first time, it goes 3, 10, queen, small diamond, and then another diamond back and he sees the jack appear, gold will just put the king on it and has 3 diamond tricks. So it is an extremely valuable 10 of diamonds right here.
And it's one of these positions that lots of players get wrong because they're so worried about always giving their partner the correct signal. Whereas when your opponents are leading a suit, the only time your partner really worries about how many you have is when they're trying to hold up for a long suit.
Jack of diamonds, try and con them out of continuing on.
No, he's throwing the jack of diamonds because he doesn't know who has that clubs are 3-3-3 around the table. So if gold had a 4th club, he needs a club through to his hand, and then he can duck a club to the ace, setting up his 4th club.
So you reckon just to unblock him?
He was unblocking to get the club through. Sort of seems right. He's preserving his ace of hearts. So he's going to overtake this and play the 5 of clubs back, which is a very good play if his partner actually only had 2 clubs.
Yeah.
And you could come up with the argument that gold might have won the ace of clubs in north if he had 4 clubs in his hand. But if Bobby Levin had 9 doubleton, gold probably wouldn't see much point in which hand he wins it in.
Yeah.
So he'd just decide that he's pretty sure East has good hearts and good clubs, so he's going to play West of the ace of diamonds based on that theory. So diamond to the queen seemed pretty good.
So you reckon he's going to now put the king of diamonds and unblock the 8 to preserve the beer?
These guys don't really play for beer cards too much. If it was Bakshi playing, he loves the good old beer card. But the problem with doing all that is he might want to keep the 8 of diamonds as an entry to pull a heart up.
But the beer card.
Yeah, it certainly is true. So that will get him his 7th trick, and this will be another 90 to the north-south pair.
Board 6 was flat, by the way, at the other table as well. It's good technical defense being done.
So Weinstein can see that 7 tricks are going to come to the declarer pretty easily if he continues with another club. He's got 1 club trick, so now he's hoping that playing a heart, if his partner has the queen, then they're going to get their 7 tricks of the defense. If his partner has the jack, he's just swapping. His partner gets a heart trick instead of him getting a club trick. So it all works out to be exactly the same.
But now he still has to continue a heart at this stage. If he...
Yes, if he switches now, it doesn't matter. They get a spade trick then.
Yeah. But if he continued at club.
No, it doesn't actually matter from that point.
Right, that board was flat as well. So a few tight boards here.
If he switched to spade, then there's the chance for the beer card. On a return one, he can duck it.
Now, unfortunately, it claimed before we could see the beer card arrive. So.
Yeah, I don't believe they bothered.
I just reckon it's a lazy vugraphed operator.
It's entirely possible. So.
Nice hand Weinstein has. 3-0, you reckon?
Well, so Bobby started by opening a club. That's going to get him to be slightly interested.
Wow, not transfer responses.
Yeah, these guys don't seem to play it. They seem to have won enough bridge tournaments without playing them, so why confuse the matter? And on this hand, it's certainly going to be a great advantage to start off with 1 diamond, rather than having bid 1 spade transfer to no trumps. What would West bid? West probably is going to bid 1 no trump,
yeah.
Which you don't really like doing, lying about your shape. And that might even get Weinstein much more interested. Yeah.
2 spades here, just 4th suit forcing, and just have 1 spade as natural.
Yeah, that's probably what they do. That's a very common treatment in America. Now I'm surprised that Bobby Levin didn't bid 3 spades over 2 spades to round out his shape, showing the 4-4-4-1.
Yeah.
Maybe they've got that showing a different meaning, or a better spade suit perhaps. Because if you show the 4-4-4-1 and your partner doesn't have a spade stopper, he still probably has to bid 3 no trump. So now East has just shown 3 or 4 card club support, just trying to find a slam in clubs. Now on the hand you can actually make 6 no trump, because you can cash the king of clubs and then go over to dummy and then run the 8. But I don't like your chances of actually doing that if you're in the slam.
No.
Now I'm sure there's almost certainly some sort of double squeeze going on here, or something along those lines.
North having clubs.
North having clubs, but the problem is they're pitching afterwards. But the hearts are a very interesting suit to look at, because the hearts have to be kept in the south hand. So he's probably going to have to pitch all these spades, which means that if you can come down to an ending where you have cashed 3 rounds of clubs and 5 rounds of diamonds, you've ducked 1 round of spades, then you'll probably find that your jack of spades, or even your 2 of spades in the dummy, will come as your 12th trick.
Alternatively, they just might lead king of spades, spade.
I don't believe so, especially as North is on lead.
Whatever, they can play 6 diamonds.
Now, I reckon Bakshi might actually have a go at leading the Queen of Hearts here.
I think Weinstein will bid for no trump. And then
Yes.
that'll happen.
Yes, Weinstein's certainly going to, with 18 points. The problem is he knows he doesn't have a fit.
Yeah.
So, trying for a 32-point slam without a fit is very aggressive still. And it would be tempting if he bids 4 no trump for Wester to have a go at a slam. And certainly if they lead a spade and the 10 was onside, that would make pretty quickly. But I suspect you're going to get the Queen of Hearts lead against whatever level of no trumps they're in. The club's out because they've shown at least they've tried to play in clubs at some point.
Yeah.
He's probably not that keen to lead a diamond, considering that's Weinstein's longest suit. So that leaves a heart or a spade. Between them, they're pretty close. The fact that the opponents haven't found a fit does generally indicate that spades is actually one of the suits they've got the best stoppers in, which is actually why I'm not a big fan of a spade lead.
Yeah.
Imagine your partner has the same hand, well, similar sort of hand with king 10-9 to 5 hearts. I don't think you're going to get very rich leading a spade.
Oh, 6 diamonds. You reckon they're going to play there?
I can't see why not. We're not really sure what he's shown.
Yeah. That was
very unexpected.
Yeah.
But the thing is that against 6 diamonds, you're actually probably going to make it because gold's going to lead the 10 of clubs. And assuming on any normal methods where your opponents lead the 10 of clubs...
Could 6 diamonds be like a pick a slam? That's not diamonds?
Well, it seems very unlikely, doesn't it? Because I imagine they'd play 5 no trumps as pick a slam. So the other table played in 3 no trumps, making 12, which is sort of...
My guess is East-West are going to just play a slam, not grand. And even in the 5-1 fit, this still gins up.
It does, the very friendly break, and well, he's got the same double squeeze if he doesn't want to play for the clubs.
Yeah.
And if he does play for the clubs, that's 12 easy tricks.
So if this goes all past, will gold lead the 10 of clubs?
Now, for most people watching, this is not north in the tank. when you're doing the either vugraphed and you're the operator, you have to put the north and the east bids at the same time, and the south and the west bids at the same time, so that the players on the other side can't see your movements. So north is actually already passed.
Which you could have seen if you looked at the video.
Yep, he's just sitting there rubbing his head.
Yeah.
Just thinking, why me? Why me? All the suits break, all the finesses work, this is not good.
Oh, no, those clubs don't break.
Yeah, but he's probably thinking that East has more clubs.
Yeah.
So if he has a 4th club, that means that it's going to be very pop-up to finesse his jack. He'd be much happier with jack 4th club.
Yeah. So, let's say if South decides to lead a spade, then he's just squeezed in the majors, right?
So on a spade lead, you actually have to duck that to start the squeeze.
Yeah.
And then you can play, so on a spade lead you duck it, you win the ace in the 2nd round.
Yep, and they're playing in 6 diamonds here.
Yep.
Vugraphed operator's just gone to sleep.
Now, I can't see any other reason, or any other possible lead but the 10 of clubs. Wow, he's done exceptionally well.
7 of hearts. Whatever their agreements are, I don't think that's the normal card.
No,
Maybe attitude.
yeah, it could be. Well, it could be an attitude lead, but I just think he's just leading through the dummy, hoping his partner has the king, and the fact that the clubs don't divide, and he's got the king of spades sitting over the east hand that has the spade stopper. Maybe he's thinking he's just going to beat it via pure force. He's pretty much always going to get one spade trick.
Down, says double dummy.
Well, a heart lead is actually it's very bad for the declarer because it starts ruining all his entries.
Because he can't pick up the clubs in diamonds anymore.
Well, it ruins the squeeze.
Yeah. And the club play.
Well, I mean, if he was seeing all the cards, he could actually just overtake the queen of diamonds with the ace, dropping the 10, 3rd, and north, but that is not going to happen.
Yeah, but he can't play club to the king, heart over, hook the club, that play anymore.
No, so that the heart lead was certainly the best lead for the defense.
Yeah.
But they're still going to have to be pretty good on their game here.
So
I can't see he's going to draw some trumps and then he's going to decide what to do.
I reckon he'll play club to the court, king, draw trumps, queen of clubs, cry a little.
Yeah. He's thinking.
9 of clubs, jack, king, claim.
Gold's going to have to be a little bit careful touching dummies cards after recent developments.
Did he just adjust them?
Yeah, Gold went for the adjustment. Rearranged the dummies cards. For those who don't know, that's what the Polish pair, Bilecki and Zaminsky, have been accused of doing, showing their exact shapes in the defense by moving dummies cards around.
With all this cheating scandal stuff, when I was playing a couple of days ago, I was worried like, oh shit, if I find partners' suits and stuff, how dodgy do I look?
It's starting to be very scary, isn't it, for any top player? As soon as you start doing something abnormal, you feel like you have to go out and defend yourself to every single person in the room.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I like that sort of feeling that's coming around, but then again, at the price of cleaning up the game, you can't really do any more. So
I expect it'll only stay around for a couple of months and then.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, that we haven't actually heard the main part of all of this, because it's just the players being accused at the moment. Still, all the NBOs, their bridge federations, have to go through and present their cases and actually have committees set up to do the proceedings and all the hearings. So I suspect this will be going on for another year or two with the pairs that have been accused.
Yeah.
But the ACBL has taken some very good steps with their promises to start videotaping all of the finals from, I believe it's the round of 16 onwards, and make the video tapes available to all players on YouTube, which for most of the people who have been cheating, everybody says, why have these people not been caught sooner? It's very hard to get somebody who's been cheating. He's going to play spade to the jack, because he's trying to set up this squeeze.
Another heart here ruins the communication though.
Yeah.
What heart's Gold going to play?
Well, his partner's played the queen, so there's no need for him to do anything but play the 2 back.
Yeah.
Well, 5. Well, I mean, a low
Yeah.
one. He doesn't need to play the 10 is the
Yeah.
big issue. Now, the big question is, does Bobby try and rough a diamond back to his hand, which will hopefully isolate the menace in hearts?
Rough a heart, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, rough a heart back to his hand in diamonds. No, he's just playing the simple club across. So he's going to play 4 rounds of diamonds now, and he's going to pitch 2 spades and a heart. Oh, sorry, he's not going to play the 4th round of diamonds. And very good defense by Gold. If the ace or king of hearts was still in the dummy, he would have been squeezed.
Does Gold have to hold on to his 10x of spades?
He does for as long as he can. So he's going to play the queen of clubs, and then I think he'll play the last diamond. Just basically nothing good's going to happen here for him.
Yeah. So this will be what, another 11?
It is 11 imps.
11 imps to England. They'll extend their lead to 183, so 38. I can still do math.
Hold on, Peter.
Yeah, thank you. I thought it was pretty amazing myself.
So, it'd be nicer if you did it at the bridge table.
Yesterday, travelling home from Hamilton, Wibbly was a bit hungover. He was trying to work out how much someone owed him money. And he was like, okay, Pete, do some maths for me. 150 divided by 4 times 8. I'm like, dude, just times it by 2. He's like, oh, yeah. And then he sat there for 5 minutes. He wasn't in a good way.
Yeah, so for all those who have just joined us recently, Peter won the New Zealand Teams Congress playing on a team with his wife, Laura Gannan, Michael Wibley from New Zealand, playing with Matthew Brown, a very young up-and-coming New Zealand player who's going to be really, really good. Both him and Wibley are hoping to try and play in the Open team in the coming years, along with 2 very top Australian players who have played in the Australian Open team. Paul Gosney, the youngest 31-year-old I know, and Tony Nunn. So sorry, he's turning 31. Sorry,
Yeah.
Gosney. I forget your birthday sometime in December.
Yeah. I still want to post it on Bridge Winners.
Many people would find that funny, but I don't think it's very funny. Paul accidentally... sorry, accidentally is the wrong word. Paul changed his birth date so that he could participate in the junior tournament, which was very harmless.
That's basically a side event.
As it was not a qualifying, it was just all a bit of fun. He was playing to have a really nice tournament and be really nice. And some people don't find the funny side of jokes sometimes. And this is where he realises he's in trouble. He now needed North to have started with 4 spades and 5 clubs, but the problem is that would give North 14 cards at this point.
So play a diamond ditching a club and a club over?
So he's going to play a diamond and a spade, and the ace of spades. No, he can't do that. So what's he going to play? He's going to play diamond. That's his only hope. He knows the spade club squeeze can't work.
North, hope that North has Queen 10 of spades and Jack X of clubs. So play 9 of diamonds, pitching a heart, club to the ace.
But then,
the
South can just keep the 3 of spades.
Yeah.
The 3 of spades is very big.
It's very big.
He's definitely going to catch the 9 of diamonds at this point. There's no crisscross options. It's just nothing much he can do. All in all, a very good lead by David Gold. That was a 21 imp swing by finding a heart lead. And certainly, He's made a good choice with the 3 spade bid by East, showing the stopper. He knows his king of spades is very well protected, so that's going to be one trick. And if his partner has the ace of clubs to give him a rough, the opponents are going down anyway. So leading a singleton can actually only give away the club position. So
Probably leaving the table in disgust. Maybe not in disgust, but he just got up from the table.
no, because he knows his partner's going to sit there and think about all the options.
I can't really see any.
Well,
What squeezes are there?
So the crisscross squeeze can't work because the wrong thing. He's going to play a diamond and hope for the stupid squeeze. Or the memory squeeze, whichever one you would like to call it.
Maybe we should have waited a bit longer for that one.
Well, yeah. I don't think these guys have anything to think about as north-south, sadly.
Yeah.
All north has to do is keep as many clubs as dummy.
Doesn't even need to do that. Does he?
No. Well, he does. He pitches a club.
Yeah. If he pitched a spade.
Now he's just got to not pitch a spade. If he pitches a spade now, South gets squeezed, but that was not going to happen. And if he had a sense of humour, he would have come out the 8 of hearts. If he came out the 8 of hearts, Gold would have had to win trick 12 and have to play a spade to him at trick 13. But exactly the same score. And had there been a 14th trick, that might have been the correct play to make your contract. So 38 imps to England now.
Building up to a healthy lead.
It is.
Are you backing them to hold on?
England are very good, but Mexroth and Morwell have a very, very good record at coming back from large deficits.
Good way to avoid the answer. Cool. Yeah.
Thank you.
Avoid the question, yeah.
Thank you. I tried that one. I tried that one very hard.
I am going to sit on the fence. So what do they have? They've got 24 boards and 38 imps. So
an imp and a half a board.
So definitely catch-upable.
Yeah, the other team won't even start worrying until they're about 60 down. And knowing Mexroth and Morwell, they won't start worrying until they're about 90 down.
Yeah.
So we're still waiting for our lost Bobby.
Smoke break.
I'm not sure if he smokes. I don't actually know. You know, it's not like they had to find a queen and he had to go get some water.
Steve? I don't know. You reckon it's like thinking about the hand, trying to work out if you can make it? Looks deep in thought.
He does look deep in thought, but he might just be, upset as, he's thinking that maybe against no trumps they might have got a different lead.
Yeah.
Thinking how did we get ourselves into a 5-1 fit at the 6th level. Many thoughts might be running through his head right now.
Yeah.
But mostly I'm sure he's just trying to forget about it right now and move on to the next board. Certainly one thing that you can't do is sit there and dwell on the previous hand and take your attention off the upcoming hand. As soon as you start doing that, your opponent's happy. Well, Bakshi's decided to leave, so that's probably going to be a few minutes break. Well, Bakshi is certainly one of the nicest professional players going around.
Look at them go! What are they doing now?
Somebody's standing on the table.
It's good to see them that put their sort of paper down
Oh wow, that's a very interesting result between Poland and France. France is only up by 6 against Poland. I suspect if something like that continues, that'll probably be the match we'll do next.
Yeah, should be pretty interesting.
They have one of my very good friends of late on there, Thomas Bessie. He's not only an extraordinary player, but a very funny guy.
Yeah.
And when I see him next, I do owe him a few beers for losing to Australia.
They got trounced.
Mm.
Yeah, BBO table just closed randomly, but hopefully it'll be back up shortly.
I suspect that's why they were standing on the table. Something has happened.
I don't imagine them fixing anything in that spot to
Well, they're redoing this hand, so I'm not sure. Pass, 6 diamonds. Pass.
yeah, good bid.
Call the auction.
I reckon.
I reckon he's going to claim down 1.
Yeah.
Opening claim of down 1. Very pessimistic.
Yeah. I would have tried a bit more.
Yeah. When
Maybe just outraged.
Yeah. That's probably why his partner left. When they lose the board, they have to go back through, so they just skip through to straight to the auction and the final result. So that was not much. Now, this will be still a few minutes break as the players still aren't back yet.
There we go. We've got Bakshi.
Bakshi's back.
Bakshi's back. And another part score hand. One no trouble. Popular spot this round.
So at the other table, the other English pair managed to make 8 tricks.
So what do you got? A club, 3 spades, 2 hearts, 2 diamonds.
That seems like the 8 tricks you're going to start with and finish with.
Yeah. Trick 2, Queen of Spades.
Yeah.
Yes! Nailed it!
Yeah, I mean, they're going to play spade.
Yeah, they're going to play a spade. It makes absolutely no difference which one they're going to play. Like, maybe on other hands it might, but here it's just like the world's easiest claimer of 8 tricks.
Well, he's going to still play out all his options because he doesn't know whether a 9th trick is available yet.
Yeah.
Through some obscure squeeze that's not going to work because the hearts and diamonds are in opposite hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was going to say that was a very brave play by Bakshi if he let the 8 hold. That's really trusting your partner's on the suit leads. I'm slightly surprised he threw a diamond. I thought he might have thrown a spade. Throwing a spade from dummy is very irrelevant because he's got 2 spades in his own hand. But I guess he might want them to switch a diamond. That's the appealing part about throwing a diamond. Now, Bakshi's played his clubs. He played the 8 and then the 9. So he's indicated to his partner that he's happy with the diamond switch. Now, whether gold does that or not, he might just come out a very passive spade. Holding only 2 small diamonds doesn't seem very appealing to lead one.
No drastic hope of Queen of Hearts and that partner hasn't actually given you suit preference?
I don't believe so. And if he was going to lead a heart, he'd lead a low one anyway. Because Declare has just got to hope that the ace is on side. So leading the queen is actually giving up a trick. Okay. He did switch to the Queen of Hearts, so...
Can he now squeeze north?
Out of what?
The 9 of Hearts? Wait.
The 9 of Hearts does not matter.
I thought he won the Ace of Hearts. No.
No. Even if he won the Ace of Hearts, they'd leave Singleton King in the dummy.
Yeah.
It does seem strange to me that he's going to play the 5 of Hearts to the 10, just in case.
Yeah.
Because it's nice and safe. He's still got the King of Diamonds as a spare card. Poland and USA 2 are both now in the lead.
Ooh.
So France lost another few imps in the last board, and that was against Poland and China. was playing USA 2. Now China's playing the very talented younger side of Vince DeMoy, John Craniac, Hurd, Woolbridge, pardon me, I don't know, Fireman, and who is their last member? So it's Vince and Fireman.
Dan? No.
So it's Vince.
Oh, Gavin Wolpert.
Gavin Wolpert as well.
Yeah.
So that's a very, very classy team. And they're playing the Chinese, who, give it 10 years, will probably win every single event.
Looking over the junior events, they won all. It was a not transnational, was it?
No, it was what they called an open world juniors event. So it's an event that's open to as many teams from as many countries as they like. You can even have transnational teams. Whereas, such as the Bermuda Bowl, you have to qualify per division and you're only allowed one team per country. Whereas China came first, second, third and fourth in the under 16s. And they have 2 or 3 of the top under 20s as well?
In the girls and the under 20s, they took 4 of the 8
potential places and all of the under 16s. So that sort of is very, very scary.
Yeah. A lot of talent coming out there.
It shows what having a very good schools program can do. And hopefully, with the work done by Pete and Laura and a few other people, that Australia will be up there too, having sent our first under 16s team over to Croatia.
Yep. Get them in young, see how they go.
Yeah. So West has opened a club, and North's bid 3 hearts.
So similar auction so far as the other table, it seems. We got doubled in 3 hearts and went down 2. Losing a diamond, a spade, 2 hearts, and 2 clubs. Did that?
Well, it's going to go. East is doubled, and West is going to bid 3 no trump.
Not pass it out like the other table. You're opposite a past partner.
You are opposite a past partner, but there's no guarantees you're even beating this contract.
Yeah.
2
hearts, a spade. 3 no trumps isn't going to be pretty.
Well, it's not going to be that terrible, though, because North is going to think with the Ace of Clubs as a good entry that you might just lead a heart anyway.
Yeah. But
so that starts giving you a few tricks there.
You just don't have any depth, though.
Yeah.
3 spades. 4 spades.
So if you get 4 spades, they give you 4 spades, 2 hearts, a club and a diamond. And then North's under a lot of pressure here because they've got to keep all their clubs. So it's not unbelievable that that 3 no trumps will make. However, you've got to be very happy with plus 500 at the other table.
Yeah.
You would feel a little bit upset with your teammates if they brought back 3 no trumps making.
Yeah.
If West is not... Oh, West passed as well? Okay. Good pass.
Look at Bobby scratching his head there. He's not enjoying that decision.
No. Nor would you, really. I mean, you know you've got 2 hearts and a spade, and you've just got to sort of hope that some other tricks are going. Now, this is going to go club to the queen and a low heart switch. So club to the queen and ace. And he's going to probably play a diamond.
Yeah. And if you switch to a low heart, you run that to the 9 and then diamond.
Yes.
So best actually has to stick in the ace of hearts.
East will be on lead.
No.
It's going to seem hard to believe that not only was 2 hearts, a spade, a diamond, and 2 clubs for the same 500.
You're predicting flat board?
The only thing is, you know, whether they can sneak something through in diamonds, or you know that East-West have a mix-up and try something ace of diamonds and diamond or something. It's...
As backsheet, that is not the dummy you want to see.
No, a 5/5 and you're opposite your two singletons with lots of defence.
And no tricks.
Yep. Well, the Jack of clubs. Which means that they're not making anything and you're still going for 500. So... as long as Bobby doesn't do something silly like put the 9 of clubs in.
9 of clubs wouldn't work. It is something worth thinking about. Not with Jack Dalton. If it was Jack third.
No, that's the thing. So yeah, won the ace. Now he's going to switch to a heart.
Then what's Bobby continue?
Good. I was a bit worried that West was thinking there for a minute. That's not something you're quite allowed to do.
Yeah.
Because that would give East the unauthorised information that you have 2 diamonds. Because East has to be very scared about the fact that if he switches a heart, they could be picking up his partner's heart holding. And then North has the diamond to cross over. And this is where it pays a little bit to know your opponent's methods. So it's gone heart to the ace. Your vugraphed is a little bit behind. Are they?
No.
Oh no, so that was the screen on our left was a little bit behind. The vugraphed operator was much quicker.
Yeah.
I just saw a red ace being played. Yep. So he's looking now. The 6 is not the card he wanted to see. He wanted to see the 2 from his partner. Because they're playing natural count.
There's your selections. I'm not predicting the 6 of clubs to appear.
The 6 of clubs would not be the most fantastic play I've seen. But the diamond could easily be right if Declarer has 2. A heart could easily be right if he has only 1. So I actually think he might switch to the king of spades.
Try and get some encouragement or something from partner.
Yeah, try and get a signal from his partner. Now it's not going to help him too much. He might even try a low spade putting your partner on and just see if partner wants to switch. Because you've got plenty of time to give your partner a diamond ruff if he wants one. Because you've got the 2 black kings. And so they're switching 3rds and 5ths.
How much have you played against Weinstein in Levin?
I only played a little bit against them, a couple of tournaments, but not huge amounts. I played a lot more. I played a couple of tournaments against Bakshin. I don't think I've ever played against David.
I've played against David on David's team a lot.
Yeah, we played against David's team quite a few times.
But not actually at his table. He must avoid us.
Yeah, he must be terrified. I'm sure he's very scared of us.
Yeah.
You note the hint of sarcasm in my voice.
Though I do remember our team is bringing back plus 2,200 or something. And that must mean he's more afraid of us than that. So, So here 11 can cash the ace of hearts. It's not going to play a diamond or a club at this stage. Yeah, I reckon ace of hearts, and then he'll consider a black suit to play. Ace of hearts, got rid of dummies, trump, and now dummy is dead.
And there's a very, very big 7 of clubs by with Bobby, because it's going to be very hard for Weinstein here. I mean, he's going to switch to a spade because it went spade to the 10, but it's a very easy mistake to make to play back a club here.
Yeah.
But I can't see him making that mistake. The only thing he's really thinking about is, do I need to give partner a diamond ruff?
Because he still doesn't know.
He still does not know.
So what would Bobby do if he had a singleton diamond?
He would have underled the jack of spades.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's always like some inferences on what partner would do differently if they were trying to get rough.
It's gone spade to the 10, so West knows that East has the king of spades. Now, because they've got the queen of hearts, they can safely play the jack of spades, and even if North roughs it, North will play king of hearts and a heart, you win it, and then you can cross over to your partner's king of clubs, and that will tell him to give you that rough.
Good spade back here from Steve.
Didn't actually matter as long as he didn't play a diamond on the hand, but very good technique.
I've seen a lot of that so far.
It's amazing when you get 2 top teams together that you get a lot of good technique. So, very good result for Golden Bakshi again. They certainly seem to have the edge over these boys in this match.
So England are winning this segment 29-15. So still holding on by 38. Board took a while, but it was a flat one.
Basically, the only mistake we've seen from the English boys has been board 1 from the looks of things, where they bid the slam, which their opponents managed to find the rough against, which is no real fault of their own.
Too much science.
Too much
more
science.
Australian bridge.
So, Courtney, a very big player down at TGRs, should apply for the English coach job. They would be 12 imps better off. They were always going to lose 2 imps on the board as the other table played 6 no trump. But I believe they played 6 no trump.
And somehow made 13.
So they were going to lose 3 imps on the board. That's outrageous.
Yeah.
So, Courtney for 11 imps.
Yeah.
So, South 1 diamond.
Yeah, I was like, what is going on here?
So maybe they play a similar thing that we do, because we're playing. See, they play it as 18-19 balanced.
Ah, nice.
Which is a very, very good method for those who do it, because it means that you can now bid 1 no trump with these hands. These guys might have to bid 2 no trumps to show 4 card support in 18-19.
Yeah.
But there's 2 ways of playing this. You need to play 1 no trump showing 18-19 any, and then you can relay out after that, and using 2 no trumps then for your unbalanced hands, unbalanced game forces.
Not your 4-4-1 on the suit you open.
Not the 4-4-1 on the suit you open, or the other way is playing 1 no trump is 18-19 without without a fit, and 2 no trumps is 18-19 with a fit or unbalanced. So 3 diamonds is the sort of natural, saying this is where I want to play.
Please let me out.
He'll bid 3 spades, and North now has the choice: do I leave it there, or do I try for 4? Having the problem is, he may think he has a double fit up until the point where partner bids 3 spades.
Yeah.
South may just bid 4 spades himself,
yeah,
which won't be very successful.
Good board for USA here. They went plus 100 in the other room.
3 diamonds by East.
Not by North. Yes, they didn't have the same sort of option.
No, it was very hard for East-West to get to 3 diamonds.
But they managed.
Yep.
Get credit where credit's due. 3 spades by Gold here, and that'll just get past. Can't imagine Bakshi bidding game.
No, it seems very rich to. You've responded with 2 high card points, and your partner's showing you 18-19 balanced. Yes, you've got a fit, but I can't see any real advantages. Now, what's going to happen?
One thing you might notice these days is people respond really, really light these days. It's not just 6 points to respond.
No, there's certainly very big advantages of getting into the auctions, because if it goes one of a minor pass, it's so easy for the opponents to find a very good 3 no trumps with 2 balanced hands with sort of 12 or 13 points. Whereas when it goes a club past a spade, does the opponent get into the auction with a balanced 12 or 13 points? And if they don't do it now, their next opportunity might be at the 2 or the 3 level, and they're just going to be collecting plus 100 or plus 50. So,
Just looks to have...
Bakshi's being asked quite a few questions.
You reckon 2 down?
Great lead, really great lead. On a heart lead, they had very good chances of making this contract. Because on a low heart lead, you put in the jack, and that gives you the entries to the north hand to actually A, trump your losers, and B, he's going to play king of clubs and a club, I think.
No,
king of diamonds first. Actually, that works out quite well. Bobby can't really do too much at this point.
And played.
He's probably going to play another diamond. Doesn't seem to cost very much, as he thinks that his partner has a balanced hand.
South has a balanced hand.
South has a balanced hand. Oh wait, you can see South, sorry.
Yeah.
I forget, North is actually the declarer. Looking at South, I can't see anything appealing to do.
Might play a club.
Is this video behind, or this vugraphed operator very good?
It's behind.
Okay, good.
The video of the table is about 20-30 seconds behind.
Good, I was going to say, well, this vugraphed operator is very, very good at this game.
Levin doesn't know that his partner's got Jack Doubleton, so he might place his partner with the 10 and return a club.
Yep. Now, the question is, do they... Yeah. So that's a very, very good start for the...
Hard up.
For the boys.
Queen of Diamonds pitching something in the hard up.
Well, there's a big temptation just to play a club up. You're not really that worried if East roughs in. But I don't think he's going to do that because he's worried about the second rough.
Yeah.
He might even play a spade now.
That's
kind of ugly. Because he doesn't have the entries. So I think a hard up. A hard up seems best at this point.
The 9 of spades could be an entry back later.
Yeah. So...
And will be.
So the... He's going to play hard up, and he's just got to guess hearts. Now, at this point, he's seen Bobby turn up with the ace of diamonds and the queen of clubs, and he's seen Steve turn up with the jack of clubs. So, if he's just going on straight out points from this position, as it's quite a guess, he might play heart to the king. Because at this point it's 5 points to 1.
Hmm.
And when you have nothing but a 50-50 guess, that's one thing that I typically start looking to, is points distribution.
He might draw trumps.
This is where a glass of water might help.
Yeah. Partner, tell me what the hell to play.
Yeah.
Should I lead a club up and should I lead a heart up and guess the ace queen? Should I lead a spade up and guess
I
the
think
ace queen?
he's going to think for quite a while here. But going back to all these comments that I'm making about things, it's such a shame that all of this is coming to bridge, because most of the people that have been accused of cheating are insanely nice guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alex Smirnoff was our coach and one of my greatest friends. And Lotan Fisher, an amazing player, really nice guy. Licky Zeminski, I played against them a couple of times. They've always been really, really nice. We played against them last in Lithuania. So he's gone the heart, and I think this is going to the jack is, because if he had multiple entries, of course he's going to play heart to the jack and then heart to the king in case the ace queen are on the side. But as I expected, he played heart to the king because he really has nothing else to go on but that points distribution, which again might fail him later in the spade suit.
Yeah.
He's not really going to be playing Bobby to have a thing. So that was interesting. The queen of clubs. I guess he doesn't want to play a diamond.
Yeah.
Okay. He's done well by not.
He can still see the jack of hearts.
Yeah.
Heart, so low, rough, spade up.
And he's got to guess, and I think he's going to guess wrong again.
Doesn't even matter because he will guess wrong because the other way it's a trump promotion.
It's a trump promotion if he does it the other way.
So he'll play a spade. If he's stuck in the jack and lost to
the queen,
even lose to the ace, it'll just go club and ace roughs with the queen anyway. So
spade to the king is your only play. He's going to play a club back anyway because he doesn't know. His partner's going to rough with the queen, and that's going to be it. 2 down and 5 valuable imps to USA, which brings the margin back down to 33. 33, sorry.
Good maths, I like it.
I added 5 rather than subtracting 5. Admittedly, every time I've watched Levin and Weinstein play, they've always been winning. So when they win more imps, I just add them to their tally.
I think North lost track. Why is someone saying that? I think North played that fine.
Yes, there's one thing you always have to wonder about some of the people commentating. Why were they ever let to? I think 90% of people who actually commentate on these hands should be barred, including myself.
Yeah, we're going to do terrible analysis, but at least we'll try and let you know when it's going to happen.
Okay, so Bobby's going to start by opening a club. Going to pass. South is going to be a spade. North will probably double. South, sorry, double. Now, some people would say, why wouldn't you bet a no trump, holding a balanced 16 points? But you're vulnerable against not. Very poor stoppers. I think he's going to double. One no trump gets across your points, but it also is very, very risky. Okay, he has decided to bet a no trump.
Or pass to 1 down, 2 down.
There's going to be a couple down.
The hearts are sitting nicely. Ooh, 2 clubs.
Okay.
Saved.
So got out of jail.
They're probably going to make 2 clubs, aren't they?
2 clubs made an over trick in the other table.
Two spades.
Two spades plays pretty well as well with spades 3-3 with the queen on side.
It's probably better because it puts gold on lead.
And gold doesn't really have any attractive lead to make.
Low heart.
He might try to underlead one of his aces, and if he is, he's going to underlead a club, trying to give his partner a club ruff later.
Yeah.
What
about the jack of diamonds?
The jack of diamonds, top of an interior sequence or internal, depending on where you come from, is your most normal lead, and that's what he's chosen to go with.
I don't think this is going to scare Levin Weinstein.
Well, you know.
There is room for the king of diamonds in north, but
yeah, I can't.
It's just going to stick the queen in and play a spade to the jack.
That's what I would think he's going to do. He's probably going to try and run the nine of spades.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Poland still being in the event?
I think there was a very good article written on bridge winners. Forgive me, I can't remember who wrote it. I only read it when I was coming back on the plane last night. And they said, think about all the other teams. They had time to pull out. They had time to do everything. All those players were already there. And think about it, if you've gone through all that, going to the Europeans, qualifying for your nation, you're there, no evidence was presented prior to the start of the event,
yeah,
then I can't see that there was any problems that they started the event. Now, once they've started the event, I don't think it's fair to say to them that they should pull out for moral reasons. And so think about how you would feel if you're in that position. You've gone through, you've played without this pair in the Bermuda Bowl, and you've qualified very well, very comfortably, and you deserve to be there. When is the point that you say, okay, the only reason we qualified is because we had a pair that was being unethical on our team? And it's really a very big moral question that you have to answer. And for me, I don't know what I would do if I was in this situation. I would like to say that I would pull out, but who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, you get into that situation, and you know you're there. You have a chance to do really well in a world championship. You're playing with people.
Oh, we had a director join the table.
Yes, but only as the dummy. You're playing with people who are doing all this, and I have absolutely no problem with them still playing. Is the short answer. And for all those people who are jumping on the bandwagon and said when the evidence was given, well, it was given, what, 3 hours before the quarterfinal started.
Yeah.
And they were saying that all the players should rally together and start a petition to not play until Poland withdraw. Now, yes, I feel really bad for Japan because they would have replaced Poland. If Poland pulled out, they finished 9th in the qualifying. I feel bad for them, and maybe they do deserve to be there. But just think, if you're in that situation, what would you do? I don't think there's a right and a wrong answer. It's what you're comfortable with. At the end of the day, you're representing your country. You're there to do your best. And unless your Bridge Federation says you're pulling out, I don't think I would. So now he's going to pull the 5 of spades to the 10.
Not the 9 of spades?
No, he can't. He doesn't want to play the 9 of spades anymore, because if it goes diamond, diamond, there's potential for the 9 of spades to be a very useful card.
I just was
He played club to the queen at trick 2.
Just setting up
Setting up the club tricks.
Usually when you're in a tenuous trump position, working on your side suit's a reasonable idea.
So basically, you look for 2 main options when playing in part score contracts where you don't have a good fit. Option number 1 is obviously to cross trump. Now, as both hands were balanced, that ruled that option out. So the second option is to either draw trumps and then play on your next longest combined suit, or you just play on your next longest combined suit first and draw trumps later, which is what he's gone for. And spade to the jack, as we expected. And this is where not playing the nine of spades is going to come very handy. Because if he played the nine of spades, and that went, I guess he can't actually cover it, but South's eight of spades would start growing up if he played diamond diamond. And he knows that South is going to win the first one, so there's no need to run the nine. Bakshi doesn't have ace queen X after the one no trump bid.
He might run the 9 the next time.
I still think he's going to play small one because it could be queen X.
Yeah.
And if it's the singleton ace 8 doubleton in the south hand, he can play spade to the 10, and he's still got the trump position anyway.
Yeah.
Now, yes, it does block up the suit a little bit, but I don't think he'll be that worried about that. So Gold's just thinking about whether to duck this. If he ducks it, then East has to decide what he wants to do. Whereas if he wins it, he's put in the position of, what do I do? And very often in these situations, if you don't know what to do, letting your opponents spend a bit more time jumping around has some advantages. Because if he ducks this, what does Weinstein actually do?
Misguess hearts.
That seems the most likely thing he's going to do, isn't it? You're going to play heart to the jack.
You do know the ace is on side.
You do know, you're almost certain the ace is on side. However, you could swap North's two queens for the ace.
Yeah.
And Gold has ace queen fourth spade sitting over you. He's going to duck it.
No.
Probably a bit more smooth than that.
Yeah.
But he's still going to duck it so that you try and cross over to dummy and take another spade hook, at which point he can win the queen, cash the ace, and set up his 8 as a promotion.
What about exiting a diamond?
Exiting a diamond is certainly an option. It goes pretty poorly if trumps are 4-2 though.
Yeah.
If trumps are 4-2, he probably wants to come out something like the king of spades, hoping it's that David has ace 8, 3, 4 of spades. And that would pin Bakshi's doubleton queen. But that is a very, well, risky play. I can't see him doing that. He's either going to play a hard up or a club up. And it sort of seems if he doesn't play a hard up now, he may lose that chance.
Yeah. I'm backing the heart up.
I reckon he's going to play heart to the king.
Not to the jack.
There's no need. If he thinks that trumps are breaking, there's no need. So this is protecting against trumps breaking poorly, this play. And I guess if trumps break, he's just going to lose 2 more aces, so
Ace of hearts, diamond.
that doesn't really do that much, because you can just rough it in the...
Doesn't do
And
much
the
on
west.
this hand, but not sure what else it would do.
Yeah. Well, he might try and hope his partner has a doubleton club, but that would be very weird of this play.
What about, no, hang on. Ace of hearts, diamond does work, doesn't it?
Why?
Your mate ditches a club and gets a trump promotion.
No,
Queen of
because
spades.
he roughs it in the dummy,
Yeah,
and then he's in dummy,
yeah.
so he plays the 9 of spades,
And that goes to the ace.
Yeah. and North
Yeah.
still has a club. That doesn't work.
So play club, then ace of hearts, then a diamond, then you just one trick off.
Yeah, you sort of just need a couple more entries.
If you manage to put one more round of clubs through, that's what I think could happen.
So, I think most likely thing he's going to do is play the ace of hearts and then play a club. Or a club. He's just played a club straight away.
Won it in his hand.
That he's down now.
Yeah.
So now what can happen?
Ace of hearts and a diamond.
Yeah. Yep.
Got it. You just wanted my play to be right.
He did. That seems a little bit careless by Weinstein to not see this coming. Is there anything he can even do about it?
No.
No, he can play the King of Hearts. Sorry, he can play the King of Hearts pitching a club.
Yeah.
But is there now? There's a promotion. No, there's not a promotion the other way.
But it's scary. South had 2 hearts.
Mm.
Could South have 2 hearts?
No. Sorry, there is a promotion now because he plays the 6 of spades and it goes low 10 ace and a club roughing with the queen and the 8 of spades is good. He had to.
So it does grow up.
It does. What he had to do is rough with the 6 of spades and then he can run the 9. So he roughed high. Another case of roughing high, losing some imps. So what was he worried about if he roughed low? I guess if he gets over rough with the 8. So he's done that.
Oh no, that's... Oh yeah.
Nothing he can do.
Gold is going to win and play a club.
Well, gold has no other options.
Oh wait, no. 6...
Small, 10,
Yeah.
ace,
But...
and a club. And he roughs with the queen.
Oh yeah.
So 4 more imps to England. So 37.
Seems like Weinstein made some errors on that hand.
And there we were talking him up.
Misguessing the hearts.
He's fine.
Yeah.
But
I think when they played the club, that's...
yeah, you really should be winning that in the dummy and continuing drawing trumps. I can't see the advantages of running it to your hand and playing it hard up. Doesn't seem to...
That being said, over a long event, that wouldn't be the worst mistake I would have ever made.
No, nor in a short event.
Nor in a, like, 2-board
Yeah,
knockout.
a 2-board knockout match, yeah.
One spade past 2 hearts.
So I imagine this is some sort of limit raise.
Yeah. But why?
A very common treatment that's going around is playing these sorts of bids as different ranges. So you play 2 diamonds as either a weak raise to 2 spades or game forcing natural. And I've heard of 2 hearts being as a sort of 11, 12 or natural for your partner. I'm not sure which one this fits into.
Yeah.
Maybe they're playing transfers, I'm not sure. It says it's invitational with 3 spades, is what we've been told the bid is, which fits the description very well. But without looking at their system card, it seems hard to believe that that's what they're actually playing. Now, 3 hearts would be a long suit trial. That's not going to get South very excited.
Can 2 hearts be just invitational with spades?
Well,
No.
that's what it says.
That's what the other commentator said.
Yeah, but they've probably got the system cards.
Yeah. But what would they do with all the hands with hearts?
Well, we could be more precise with this by downloading their system card.
No, I just want to guess like everyone else does.
Yeah. I'll have a look. Get out the trusty phone and
Yeah.
see what's One thing I find absolutely abysmal is the fact that Australia hasn't even posted on the Australian Bridge website that we have our seniors playing in the quarterfinals.
Really?
Nope, it's not even posted anywhere. It says the seniors are playing on BBO, and this was like round 16. That was the last post.
It was like the best
Oh,
Australia's ever
wow.
done.
Australia, after 2 segments, was up 134 to 62.
Yeah.
Now they're down 185 to 178.
There's some swingy boards.
Yep, they're down. So they lost 26 in the third set, 23 in the fourth set, and 30 in the fifth set to be down by 8. And that's with 16 boards to go. Got Australia down by 7.
Wow.
Sorry, that wasn't what I was looking for. I'm easily distracted. Okay.
Can 4 spades make here?
Well, they do start life off the ace-king of clubs, the ace of hearts, and the ace of spades. And as long as they take the ace-king of clubs, at some point,
Yeah.
this will make. And they don't even have to be very quick about it.
At some point this will go down.
Okay, so Holland.
Wow, 4 spades went down in the other room, so this will be flat, it seems.
It's very strange to try and find their system cards. I'm sure they're somewhere. Normally they post the pair system cards somewhere very obvious.
Yeah.
But evidently not today. So
Jack of clubs will just probably discourage Weinstein from continuing here. He might be worried that the clubs just run away.
Although it would be very strange for it to go ace, low, jack, queen.
Yeah, I can't imagine Bakshi wanting... Oh no, he wants a club switch, right?
He wants a switch. But I don't think the queen is going to help his cause too much. Because if he didn't switch, Weinstein now has to worry about his partner having jack 10x. So he needs to get his partner on lead to push a club through.
Yeah.
But once it goes jack, queen, I can't see any reason not to continue a club.
Yeah.
And now, unless he ducks the ace of hearts, they take the ace of spades on the second round and play a diamond. This is not going to make.
Revoked.
So if he ducks a heart and then they knock out the ace of spades and the opponents play a diamond, because of the 10 of spades coming down, you can use the 9 of spades as an entry, or the king, depending on what they do, as an entry to all your diamonds, to throw away 4 hearts. But I can't see that the opponents are going to defend that horribly, so this will be a flat board, I presume. Now, looking at that dummy, he's got a few things to think about. Number one is the fact that all the losers might be running away on the diamonds. Him holding, East rather than him. East Weinstein will have to worry about all of Bakshi's losers running away on the good diamonds. And he's also got to worry about, well, that's sort of the main thing he's going to worry about, but maybe 2 hearts are cashing. So he's sort of protecting all these angles here. If partner has the king of hearts, this will beat the contracts. If his partner has the ace of spades, it will beat the contract. If his partner has the ace of diamonds, it will beat the contract. And if his partner has the queen jack of spades, it will beat the contract. And this plays slightly odd, I would have thought, not cashing the ace of diamonds first. I'm not sure what he's actually hoping he can't do anything wrong. Oh, sorry, his hearts were good because they threw the jack away. If the jack of hearts hadn't fallen, then it would have been a strange choice. But once the jack of hearts is gone, he can safely play against West having 4 cards in spades by playing spade to the king and then finessing on the way back. If West had 4 spades, East would have shown out on the second round of spades. Again, if West had 4 spades, he probably wouldn't have won the ace in the first round, so it's all probably a rather moot point. Okay, what do we have here? East is going to start by passing. South has 11. This is a very style thing. You'll find that most top players will pass these hands, these balanced 11-point hands, whereas you'll find a lot of juniors will not. I've sort of, after playing the European Championships, have come around to the view that opening these hands is actually a pretty bad thing to do when playing against good players, but playing against your weaker opponents, opening any hand has got to be a big advantage for you. Because as soon as you start bidding against good players, you give them so much information about your hand and your partner's hand, so that when they get to the contract, they're not worried about bidding in competition, they're not worried about balancing, that they'll know how to play it. Now,
wow.
because Levin and Weinstein probably play a short club, a very common treatment is to play 2 diamonds here as both majors. Lots of people like playing 2 clubs as natural and 2 diamonds as both majors, because they hate the hands that you have to pass with your 14 or 15-point hand with clubs. And I'm not sure which method is best. I love my weak 2 in diamonds over a 1 club opening, because it makes it very hard for the opponents to have a takeout double, especially if the option goes 1 club, 2 diamonds, the East hand doubles, and the advancer, the partner of the weak 2 bidder, bids 3 or 4 diamonds. That suddenly puts the West hand under pressure with 1 4-card major. Do they bid it? Don't they? Has East over the 2 diamond weak 2 had both majors to double, or do they just have 1? So I really love a weak 2 or a weak 3 in diamonds. But these guys obviously prefer to have their natural clubs. And
Oh no, they play 2 clubs 5-4 in the majors.
okay, I was wrong.
They love their Michaels.
They love their Michaels. 5-4 in the majors is quite a difficult hand to bid, but now a diamond lead will set up the 4th defensive trick for the opponents. A heart lead will result in a heart ruff, and the king of clubs will result in this contract making. So the club lead, ace of clubs.
Yeah, so I'm picking a diamond lead.
And ace of spades, you see dummy and switch a diamond would also beat the contract. So basically, unless he leads a club, this is going to fail. And this will be 5 valuable imps to USA.
I'd back a club lead, it's very remote.
It does seem odd, doesn't it? Although, you know that North has a 5-5 hand.
I still wouldn't pick the club to lead. I might try the ace of spades.
Ace of spades would be a lot more tempting than a club, I would have thought. Although again, can somewhat give up the spade position.
Yeah.
Now, I don't like a diamond lead, is actually the honest truth about the hand. Because if North is sitting there with 2 little clubs and a singleton diamond, South's hand, David Gold, could easily have the ace king of diamonds,
yeah,
and get a club pitch. So that's why the ace of spades starts to become a very tempting lead.
Yeah.
Now, when you lead the ace of spades, your partner, it depends how good your signals are.
Yeah.
You might choose to just cash the ace of clubs and then play a diamond. That's the easiest way to let this contract make.
Yeah. I think that's more viable than just swinging a club straight away.
All leads on this hand could easily cost, which is the advantage of bidding very aggressive game contracts. The
Yeah.
other table have done well to hold 3 spades to 3, but holding 3 spades to 3 is a little different to holding 4 spades to 3. Now, with South jumping to 4 spades, he's pretty sure that South has some good major suit points. So that brings the diamond back into play, because it's very unlikely that as a passed hand he has the ace-king of diamonds and a good enough hand to jump to 4 spades.
Yeah.
Because his partner could easily have a void in diamonds, he doesn't know.
But, you could see North have, like, king of diamonds or something. But then it's not relevant because with the other 3 aces he can't cross back
to his hand. So that's nothing which is...
But Levin's not rushing here.
No.
By the way, the session time for this session finished about 5 minutes ago. But they're still not rushing, and they're not taking the boards off them.
Yep, with 3 boards to go, that's it's very strange. You find they often don't really care so much about session times when it comes to finals, because which team do you find?
Yeah.
Unless one pair is considerably slower than the other, what can you really do?
Yeah.
You take the boards away from them and ace of clubs.
6 imps more to England.
7 actually.
7?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
The over trick is for the extra.
Alright, so much for not leading a club.
Yeah, it's not, as I said, a club lead is actually very tempting on the basis you think that the North hand is going to have, if they have 2 clubs and 1 diamond, leading a diamond could easily give away that. And it only costs when declarer has basically the ace of diamonds and a club winner, which again, they may not have jumped to 4 spades on, holding a wasted queen of clubs. So to beat it from here, he now needs to switch a low heart,
or ace
of hearts heart.
Just not a diamond. Three of clubs suit preference, that will not help Levin.
No, that will not help him.
When you see a singleton in dummy, usually what you do is give suit preference, telling partner where your cards are. And Steve, as you'd expect, said, hey, I've got stuff in diamonds, rather than, hey, I've got a doubleton heart.
Yes, signalling for a doubleton heart cannot really be the right thing. So now his only hope now is to hope that his partner has the jack of hearts, and they're going to do some misguessing.
As we can
he'll
see.
probably just play another diamond now.
One interesting point someone else brought up is, can East actually have the ace-king of diamonds?
Well, what would you do with a 7-point hand? You've passed in first seed, now it's gone a club, and North has bid 2 diamonds for both majors. What would you do with a balanced 7 count?
Like, I understand, but if East has the ace-king of diamonds, aren't they still going down if you continue a low heart?
No, because they win it and they play the queen of clubs pitching a diamond.
1 diamond?
Yeah, I guess. If that's only pitching 1 diamond, isn't it?
Yeah. So there might have been merit to still play a heart. Like, it's ugly, but like...
It is, and you don't really know that your partner doesn't have a deep spade trick or something along those lines. You don't know that declarer has the queen of clubs.
Yeah.
So maybe switching a heart gives them, lets their stiff king win. That would look very silly if you let declare a stiff king win and your partner has the ace-king of diamonds.
Yeah.
So all of these things are just guesses. And again, bidding games, win imps.
Bid game, make game, win imps. Nice.
So I doubt we'll be watching this this match for the next segment. I expect one of the others.
Healthy lead to England.
Just going back, let's have a look at some of the other results. So, might as well run through them all. So the Australia matches finished for this segment. They've played all their 16 boards.
Sure, nearly every other match is finished.
No, actually, a few minutes ago, a couple of other tables were on board 14 as well.
Oh, wow.
So,
Yeah, North-South played 3-0 in the other room. I'm not sure they'll get there here after this auction.
so 16 opposite 8.
South's got like a hand, but...
So if the East hand didn't bid, you would definitely bid 3 no trumps over 1 no trump.
Yeah.
Because you have a good 5 card suit, and nobody ever wants to play in 2 no trump. So you'd probably just bid 3 no trump. Now they'd probably play this 2 no trump bid as scrambling, and I reckon they'll end up in 3 diamonds. This next bid will be 3 diamonds, I presume.
Yeah. No, 3 no trump.
3 no trumps. I don't know what the 2 no trump was. Again, he has 8 points, and
This will not make.
no. No, it will not.
Unless they lead ace of hearts.
I wonder why he doubled first, and then bid 3 no trump.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they do have some random methods. 2 no trumps is like, I have a stopper and where do you want to play?
It's entirely possible, I do not know.
I haven't heard of that method, but you know.
No, I haven't heard.
But like, I'm still not sure why they'd do that. So I'll get 5 spades, a heart, and a club, and North-South will take everything else.
For 3 down. So this
Why
one,
did the other table only bid at 2?
that's what I'm wondering. So if they get
5.
6, they must have snuck a club.
Club through.
Yeah, sneaking a club through would be the way you get your 7th trick. Okay, so in other results, they do not have set 5 up there. God, I love the WBF website. They're oh so efficient. Okay, here we are. So Bulgaria is down by 36.5 against Sweden.
Okay.
China is up by 3 against USA 2. After USA 2 picked up 35 imps in this last set. The match we are watching is 194 to 50 in favour of England. And the closest match, well, not the closest match, the other match is Poland is up by 4. So in the next segment we have China versus USA 2 with a difference of 3 in favour of China. We have Poland versus France with a difference of 4. Now the Polish match still has 1 board to play, so that could change a couple of imps. Well, we best do the right thing and check the women and the seniors results.
Yeah.
So Denmark is down by 4.7 against France
In the
women's, and Denmark actually qualified first and picked France. So that's
the danger of picking people.
danger of picking. USA 1 is actually down by, well, they're down 23 against England. That's our own Fiona Brown from Ballina. She's on that team. Probably hasn't been our own for 15 years, but that doesn't matter. She was born here. We claim her.
Yeah.
Take that, England.
Yeah.
That match is almost over. That is Netherlands versus Italy. Netherlands is up by 70.
Healthy lead.
So with 16 boards to play, they should go on and still play as there's really nothing to lose, but teams have a tendency to concede at those points. I'm not a big fan.
Yeah. My benchmark's 100 imps.
Yeah, although we've been down by that a few times in finals. And the last match is USA 2 is up against 26 against China after winning 42 in this last set. So that's it's looking a very big surprise because USA 1 were actually probably the favourites going into that event.
3 imps back to USA 1 on this to bring it back to 41 they need with 17 to play. What are we gonna get on this last hand?
I don't know. The other results is USA 1 in the seniors is up by 55 against Norway.
Healthy lead.
They qualified first and picked them. USA 2 is up against 12 against Ireland. That's close. Poland is up by 11 against England. And Sweden is up by 7 against Australia. So, quite a few close matches all in all.
Have to keep track of that because might want to watch the end of the Australian match.
Yes, 4 spades doubled down 5 by South.
Okay.
Well, so this is going to be some more imps to England. Because that is 11s? Yeah. 1100.
It's
A 4-4 fit at the 4 level, even not vulnerable versus vulnerable, I would say is aggressive.
yeah, they just look like the most not that interesting hand.
It's very hard to imagine that they got that high on this hand.
1 no, 3 no. So, 1 no, both majors, 3 no. South to bid.
South decided to bid 4 spades. That would be So it was 1 no double, redouble by East, yeah. Pass, 2 hearts, 3 no trump, and then South bid 4 spades.
Alright, let's see if gold does the same. Like, partner could easily have a different hand. Like, East could have just a running minor or something and have a crack at 3 no.
Yep.
And the vulnerability is right.
Yep. Green does mean go. But, he's done it.
Yeah.
So this will be a flat board.
Is down 5 always the case?
I don't know, but it is on a trump lead.
Yeah, and you usually lead trumps against sacrifices.
Yeah, when they're doing that, because the most common way they're going to win tricks is via a cross ruff. Down 5 seems excessive when you look at
Double dummy.
double dummy.
Let's see when they get to down 5. Actually, I'll just check what
I see what the big problem is. You've got to start. You've got the very good 10-9 X of hearts, so you can actually pin the 10-9
like
of
heart to the king, jack of hearts, rough of heart.
Yeah. So spade at the other table, heart to the king, diamond to the ace and a spade, all what we expected. And now he has to guess hearts.
Guess whether it's 10-9x or...
Yep. And you're almost certainly going to play for queen, ace, queen, X. So does gold have his sniffing boots on? If he does, he'll get out for down 3. with 11 imps more to England. So a nice, interesting flat board of 1100
versus 6 whatever.
Well, if he gets it right, it will only be 500 and a good sacrifice. a well earned 4 imps.
Not risky at all.
No, especially considering you need them. Declarer might conclude that West has 4 hearts. That is a very silly comment.
Yeah.
I think that guy has a very appropriate name because you would need some magic to come to that conclusion. Such as, I can see all the cards.
Well, to be fair, you might conclude that West has 4 hearts, because someone has to have them.
That is true.
And you might conclude it at the end of the auction, end of the hand, sorry, when you've seen that they've got 4 hearts.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't specified when you need to conclude that they have 4 hearts.
Now, a diamond switch is very easy here because you're looking at the ace of clubs and dummy. And back she'll be put to the same test.
So what do you know? You know West has Dalton Spade.
It's just playing for a too specific holding for that to be right.
Yeah.
You need heart to be exactly 4-3 with 10-9x rather than 3 to the queen in either hand. You would feel very bad for your opponents if you got that right, I would think.
Seems like both tables use double to show both majors.
Which I'm not a big fan of. I really do not like losing my penalty double over no trump. Especially if you play people like Ishmael Belmonte, who may have 11 high card points and a 7 card suit.
Yeah.
Very strong no trump. Any method that gives up your penalty double of a no trump gives the opponents a lot of freedom to exploit it, especially in the third seat. It goes pass to your opponents in third seat. If you don't play a penalty double, they can open a no trump on a 3 or a 4 count. With relative protection, because whatever their partner bids, whether it's Stamen or transfers, they can just pass it. And their partner rarely jumps to 3 no trump. So it makes your opponent's life a lot harder.
Eleven in the tank.
And very often if you open a no trump in third seat and North's sitting there with 18 or 20 points, they have to bid something.
Yeah.
And then their partner sitting there with 9 or 10 points struggles to find the constructive raise.
Yeah.
And they think that the points are, 15, 20 and 5 between the other 2 players. Yeah.
No, what frequently happens is you make a very slow double. And do the old 2-way double.
Or as, if it's bright enough in the vugraphed area and the lights are right, you can actually, give it a bit of a penalty alert. When you can see the shadows on the other things. I've heard a few players mentioning that they've seen their opponents watching other people's shadows to notice alerts.
They're not rushing through this hand at all.
No, they don't seem to really care much, do they?
No.
And rightfully so.
I think play is going to start in about 5 minutes. Low diamond, the ace, 9 of spades, trump a heart, club to the ace.
And guess hearts.
Think.
If he guesses hearts, he gets out for 3 off for 11 imps, If he doesn't guess hearts, which I don't think he will, although we've been wrong every other board, that will be a flat board. I don't think he'll get hearts right.
One of the other things is, it's like one of these positions where you see that you can rough out the Queen of Hearts, and you know that those roughing out the Queens is a common thing. But even vaguely considering roughing out 10-9 third is not a common position, and you have to be really aware to all the cards for your thought process to think that that's a possibility to even consider.
And usually it's to do with having count on the rest of the suits.
Yeah.
And the problem is he has no count on any suits. He knows that West has two spades, which means that he knows that West has 3 hearts. But by no means that you have to have 4.
Yeah. I thought there was going to be a very quick spade on the table.
Mm. Wow.
Ooh.
So he has to win this and now underlead the diamond.
That looks like a mistake from Steve there.
Yep.
11. No, you got this wrong. Low diamond back to you.
That's what he's got to do.
What does Gibbs say?
Well, Gibbs not going to give us much help here because it's all about actually guessing hearts. But yeah, that certainly was not the finest playback that I've seen.
Chances of 11 leading low? No. So,
There's 11 more imps.
are they getting out for down 3 even if they don't guess still? Yeah, because they can afford to rough everything.
Yeah, they're just going to play a cross rough and give up. Oh no, they still got to guess.
They still have to guess?
I think so.
Is it now a guess for 800?
So if he plays a club...
What if he plays?
Oh no, so he's probably going to go for 800. Because he's not likely to play the line of club to the... So they're going to let a club now. Or a diamond, it doesn't actually matter. It's the same thing. He's going to win it in the north hand. And he's going to pull a heart. At that point he needs to play a spade back to dummy. And then put the jack of hearts on the table for down 3. Otherwise it's down 4.
Yeah.
So, and that's, I reckon he's going to go down 4 for a deficit of 48 imps going to last 3 aboard. He's just going to take his cross rough. He'll be happy enough. He'll play a club.
Interesting stats I want to mention. There are 13,000 people online on BBO and 4,300 are watching these guys play bridge.
That's a very good number. 1 in 3. 1 in 3 with the remainder. What are the other 100 doing? 33 more people. Come on, start watching. Yeah, he's just taking his down 4. He'll be very happy not to see this queen fall. Yeah. If the queen fell, his correct play was to play a spade over to his hand and a low heart out. That would drop the queen. He'd still have the ace of spades as an entry. And I would have done it, but
Alright.
7 more imps.
Thanks all for watching. We'll be back with the final segment of one of the matches shortly. Shouldn't be too long.
Alright.
Hopefully you see you around.
Thanks all.